Even at 94 years old, Japanese doctors say these 7 vitamins can keep your legs strong, steady, and free from painful cramps. But missing even one can quietly weaken your muscles and put your independence at risk. Do you wake up with stiff, heavy legs or nighttime cramps that stop you from sleeping? It might not be age. It could be missing vitamins starving your muscles. Every year after 60, you lose 1 to 2% of muscle strength, unless you give your legs the exact nutrients they need to fight back. In this video, you'll discover the top 7 vitamins and minerals proven to protect muscle fibers, strengthen bones, and stop painful cramps, even if you're already in your 70s, 80s, or 90s. Before we dive in, type yes in the comments if you want stronger legs and fewer cramps. I personally read every single one. Let's begin with the most overlooked vitamin, the one that directly fuels your muscle fibers and keeps you steady on your feet. You get out of bed, rub your legs, and there it is again. That dull heaviness, the ache in your calves, the stiffness in your knees. Even standing from a chair takes more effort than it used to. You've worked hard all your life. You try to stay active. You take your medications, eat carefully, even stretch when you can. But somehow, your body still feels weaker, like your legs are slowly betraying you. This isn't just age. It's what happens when your muscles, bones, and nerves run low on the key vitamins they need to stay strong. And the longer they stay low, the harder it becomes to get that strength back. The good news is, it's never too late. Science shows that by simply restoring these missing nutrients, you can rebuild muscle, reduce cramps, and feel more stable on your feet, starting in just a few weeks. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover the top 7 vitamins and minerals to strengthen your legs, improve circulation, and protect your independence. Tell me in the comments, do you feel younger, older, or exactly your age when it comes to your legs? Your answer might help someone else realize they're not alone. Let's start with the most important one, the vitamin nearly every senior is missing, and the one that controls your muscle strength from the inside out. Most seniors think weak legs and night cramps are just part of getting older, but research shows that's not the full story. As we age, the body absorbs fewer nutrients from food. Stomach acid drops, appetite shrinks, and even healthy meals may not deliver enough of the key vitamins your muscles and bones need to stay strong. The result? Slow, invisible damage. Thinning bones, weaker muscle fibers, slower nerve signals. It happens so gradually that one day you wake up and realize stairs feel steeper, balance feels shakier, and confidence feels lower. Up to 70% of seniors are low in vitamin D, B12, or magnesium, 3 of the most important nutrients for muscle strength and coordination. But here's the good news. When you correct these deficiencies, the body responds fast. Stronger muscles, fewer cramps, steadier steps. Have you had your vitamin levels tested in the last year? Type yes if you have, no if you haven't. You might inspire someone to ask their doctor about it. Now that you know what's quietly draining your strength, let's raise the stakes, because missing these nutrients doesn't just mean tired legs. It can mean something far more serious. Every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated in the ER for a fall, and the most common reason is weak legs, brittle bones, or muscle loss. When we ignore these deficiencies, it's not just about a little soreness. It can lead to a hip fracture that takes months to recover from, nerve damage that never fully heals, or loss of balance that makes you afraid to leave the house. Studies show seniors with low vitamin D or B12 are twice as likely to fall. Those with low calcium and K2 have up to 30% higher fracture risk. This is preventable, but only if you take action now. The right nutrition can reverse much of this. Stronger muscles, better reflexes, and denser bones mean more freedom and less fear. Have you or someone you know experienced the fall in the last year? Share yes or no in the comments. Your story could help someone else take action before it's too late. Now that you understand why this matters, let's start rebuilding, one vitamin at a time, beginning with the most powerful nutrient for muscle strength. Take a moment and think about the last week. How many foods on your plate were truly rich in vitamins and minerals, and how many were just filling the stomach without feeding your muscles? This is where most seniors get it wrong. They focus on eating less or avoiding calories, but forget to focus on the very nutrients that keep their legs strong. Type the number of vitamins you think you might be missing below. 1, 3, maybe even all 7. And let's see how many of you feel the same way. I personally read and reply to every comment. Because in the next few minutes, I'm about to reveal the first vitamin, the one that quietly controls muscle strength, balance, and even your reaction time. And it's one most seniors are already dangerously low on. Let's begin with the powerhouse that doctors call the master switch for muscle strength and fall prevention, vitamin D. Vitamin number 1, vitamin D, the muscle activator. Vitamin D isn't just a sunshine vitamin. It's the single most powerful nutrient for muscle strength, balance, and fall prevention. Yet up to 70% of seniors are deficient. When levels drop too low, fast-twitch muscle fibers begin to shrink. These are the fibers that help you catch yourself when you trip or react quickly when you lose balance. Without them, you're more likely to fall, cramp, and feel weaker over time. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had significantly better muscle coordination and were less likely to experience fractures. Think of the last time you struggled to get out of a chair or felt wobbly going upstairs. Low vitamin D could be silently draining the strength out of your legs. The good news is you can raise your vitamin D levels quickly. Most people notice improved energy and balance within weeks. Practical action steps. Sunlight. Spend 15 to 30 minutes in the morning or late afternoon sun with arms and legs exposed. Foods. Add salmon, mackerel, sardines, egg yolks, and fortified dairy to your weekly meals. Supplements. Most experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU per day, though your doctor may adjust this based on a simple blood test.
Micro-story. Charles, 68, was struggling to climb stairs without holding the rail. His doctor tested his vitamin D, found it low, and started supplementation. Within 3 months, Charles said he felt steadier, had fewer cramps, and could even take walks without pain. When was the last time you had your vitamin D checked? Type tested if you've had it done, need if you haven't. Your answer might encourage someone else to take action. Now that you've seen how vitamin D powers muscle strength, let's look at the next nutrient that literally builds the bones your legs depend on: calcium. Vitamin number 2 is calcium, the bone protector. If vitamin D is the engine that powers muscle strength, calcium is the steel frame that keeps your legs standing tall. Without enough calcium, bones gradually lose density. A small trip can turn into a hip fracture. A minor stumble can mean months of recovery, or worse, the end of independent living. Calcium isn't just for bones. It's the mineral that triggers every muscle contraction. Without it, your legs cramp, feel weak, and struggle to generate force. Imagine standing from a chair and feeling a sharp pain in your thigh, or hearing that dreaded snap from a brittle bone. That's the risk of years of low calcium. The good news is that you can rebuild your calcium reserves and strengthen your legs at any age. Practical action steps. Food sources. Dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are excellent sources. For non-dairy eaters, try bok choy, kale, tofu, almonds, sardines, and fortified plant-based milks. Supplements. If food alone isn't enough, calcium supplements can help, but always pair them with vitamin D for better absorption. Lifestyle. Add weight-bearing exercise, like walking or resistance band, to push calcium into your bones where it's needed most. Micro-story. Maria, 74, was told her bone density was dangerously low. She added yogurt, kale, and light daily walks to her routine. At her next checkup, her bone scan had improved and she felt more confident on her feet. What's your favorite calcium-rich food? Milk, cheese, or greens? Comment below and let's share ideas so everyone has options. Bones are only half the story. Your muscles also rely on strong nerve signals to stay coordinated, and that's where the next vitamin becomes critical. Vitamin number 3, vitamin B12, the nerve protector. Strong muscles are useless if the nerves that control them aren't firing correctly, and that's exactly what happens when vitamin B12 runs low. B12 deficiency is one of the most common causes of numbness, tingling, and heavy legs in seniors. It slowly damages the nerves that carry signals from your brain to your legs, leading to weakness, unsteady walking, and a higher risk of falls. Research shows that low B12 levels are linked to slower reflexes, muscle weakness, and even cognitive decline. In many cases, seniors think it's just getting old, but a simple blood test can reveal it's actually B12 deficiency. Ever felt your legs buzzing or noticed that it takes a second longer to catch yourself when you stumble? That's what happens when your nerves aren't getting the fuel they need. The best part? Nerve damage from B12 deficiency can often be reversed if caught early. Energy improves, balance comes back, and walk-in feels easier again. Practical action steps. Food sources. Eat more eggs, fish, poultry, and dairy products. Clams and liver are especially rich sources. Fortified options. For plant-based diets, choose cereals, nutritional yeast, and plant milks fortified with B12. Supplements. If absorption is an issue, consider sublingual B12 tablets or doctor-prescribed B12 injections. They bypass the digestive system entirely. Microstory. David, 72, had been feeling numbness in his feet for years. After a simple test showed his B12 was very low, his doctor started him on monthly B12 injections. Within 2 months, he said he could feel the ground under his feet again, and he stopped tripping over small steps. When was the last time you had your B12 checked? Type checked if you have, or need if you haven't. Your answer might encourage someone else to take action. Now that your nerves are firing, let's relax those muscles and stop painful nighttime cramps with one mineral most seniors don't get enough of. Vitamin number 4, magnesium, the muscle relaxer. If you have ever been jolted awake at night by a painful leg cramp, magnesium might be the missing piece your body is begging for. Magnesium deficiency is one of the top causes of restless legs, night cramps, and muscle tightness. Over time, low magnesium can make even simple activities, walking to the mailbox, climbing stairs, feel harder and more draining. Magnesium is the mineral that tells your muscles when to contract and, more importantly, when to relax. Without enough, your muscles misfire, cramp up, and struggle to recover from even light activity. Imagine waking up with that stabbing calf pain or having to stop halfway through a walk because your legs won't stop twitching. That's the cost of ignoring magnesium. The good news is that relief can come fast. Restoring magnesium levels often reduces cramps within days and helps you sleep more deeply. Practical action steps. Food sources. Add spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, avocado, and whole grains to your meals. Supplements. If diet isn't enough, magnesium citrate or glycinate are gentle, well-absorbed options. Always check with your doctor before starting. Lifestyle tip. Try a warm Epsom salt foot soak. It helps magnesium absorb through the skin and relaxes tired muscles. Microstory. Ella, 70, suffered from nightly leg cramps. After adding magnesium-rich foods and a small bedtime supplement, her cramps nearly disappeared in 2 weeks, and she said she finally started sleeping through the night again. Do you get nighttime cramps? Type yes or no in the comments. Your answer might help someone realize they're not alone. Now that we've relaxed those muscles, let's make sure they fire at the right time with the mineral that stops cramps before they start. Potassium, the cramp stopper. Have you ever stepped out of bed and felt that sudden, stabbing calf cramp? Or had your legs shake after standing too long? Potassium could be the reason. When potassium is too low, the communication between your nerves and muscles starts to break down. This leads to muscle cramps, twitching, trembling, and even foot drop, making every step riskier. Potassium is the mineral that keeps the balance of fluids inside your muscle cells. Without it, muscles contract involuntarily, causing painful spasms, especially at night. Low potassium doesn't just hurt muscles, it also speeds up bone loss. Research shows that a low potassium diet is linked to higher risks of osteoporosis and higher bone fracture rates.
Acid builds up in the body, leaching calcium from bones and making them weaker over time. The fix is simple and delicious. A potassium-rich diet keeps your muscles firing smoothly, protects bones, and even lowers blood pressure naturally. Practical action steps. Food sources. Bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, beans, avocados, and oranges are all rich in potassium. Meal tip. A baked potato with a skin has more potassium than a banana. Try one for lunch or dinner. Hydration tip. Pair potassium foods with good hydration to stop leg cramps before they start. Microstory. Henry, 75, used to wake up 3 times a night with painful cramps. His doctor suggested adding spinach, beans, and a banana to his day. Within a month, the cramps were gone, and he said he felt steady enough to start morning walks again. Which potassium food do you eat most often? Banana, sweet potato, or spinach? Comment below and see which one is the crowd favorite. Potassium keeps the muscles working smoothly. But we still need to guide calcium to the right place so bones stay strong. That's where our next vitamin comes in. Vitamin 6, vitamin K, the calcium traffic controller. Most people think strong bones are all about calcium and vitamin D, but without vitamin K, that calcium can end up in the wrong place, hardening your arteries instead of strengthening your legs. When K is low, calcium has no clear direction. Instead of being absorbed into your bones, it deposits in soft tissues and blood vessels. This leads to stiffness, poor circulation, and brittle bones that fracture easily. Vitamin K activates a special protein called osteocalcin, which locks calcium into the bone matrix. It also activates MGP, a protein that keeps calcium out of arteries, protecting heart and leg circulation. Imagine eating healthy and taking calcium, thinking you're doing the right thing, but still ending up with stiff knees, calcified arteries, and weak bones. That's what happens when K is missing. The good news is, adding K can redirect calcium exactly where it belongs, into your bones and muscles, making your legs stronger and your arteries more flexible. Practical action steps. K1 sources. Eat more leafy greens like kale, spinach, collards, and Swiss chard. K2 sources. Try fermented foods like natto, aged cheeses, and egg yolks. K2 stays in the body longer and is especially powerful for bone health. Pro tip. Pair leafy greens with healthy fats like olive oil to boost absorption. Microstory. Clara, 69, was taking calcium supplements but still lost bone mass each year. Her nutritionist added daily leafy greens and a small K2 supplement. At her next scan, her bone density stabilized and her knee pain decreased. Do you eat leafy greens every day? Type yes if you do, no if you want to start, and let's see how many of us are getting enough. Now that calcium is finally going where it should, we need one last vitamin to keep your muscles repairing and your energy high. Vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is the quiet worker behind the scenes, helping your body repair muscle tissue, build strength, and keep your nerves communicating clearly. When B6 runs low, muscles take longer to recover, nerves misfire, and your legs may feel heavy or clumsy. Over time, this can lead to poor coordination, more fatigue, and even an increased risk of falls. Vitamin B6 plays a key role in making neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that tell your muscles when to contract. It also supports hemoglobin production, ensuring your muscles get enough oxygen to perform. Have you ever felt unusually tired after a short walk or noticed your legs feel sore long after light activity? That's what can happen when B6 is missing. Restoring B6 levels can improve nerve signaling, reduce stiffness, and boost muscle endurance, making walking and climbing stairs feel easier again. Practical action steps. Food sources. Eat more salmon, chicken, tuna, chickpeas, bananas, and potatoes. All excellent sources of B6. Supplementation. If you have trouble absorbing B6, a low-dose supplement can help, but avoid very high doses without medical guidance, as excess can cause nerve irritation. Daily habit tip. Spread your B6 intake throughout the day. It's water-soluble, so your body uses it best in smaller, steady amounts. Microstory. Robert, 76, struggled with shaky legs and fatigue after even short walks. His doctor found his B6 levels were low. After adding chickpeas and salmon twice a week, Robert said he felt lighter, had more energy, and could garden again without needing to sit down every 10 minutes. Which of these B6-rich foods do you already enjoy? Bananas, potatoes, or salmon? Comment below so others can get easy meal ideas. Now that we've covered all 7 vitamins, let's put it all together and see how these nutrients work as a complete plan for strong, pain-free legs. Now you've seen all 7, the exact vitamins and minerals your legs have been craving. Let's pull it all together into one simple plan. Vitamin D to fire up muscle fibers. Calcium to rebuild bones. B12 to restore nerve signals. Magnesium to relax tight muscles. Potassium to stop painful cramps. Vitamin K to guide calcium into the bones, not into the arteries. And B6 to repair muscles and boost energy. Together, they form a powerful shield that can stop weakness, steady your balance, and keep your legs working for you, not against you. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start with one vitamin you're most likely missing, then add another next week. Step by step, your legs get stronger. It's not too late. Your legs can recover, your bones can rebuild, your energy can return. This is the blueprint for getting there. Which vitamin are you starting with first? Comment below. Your answer might inspire someone else to begin their journey too. Now let's turn this blueprint into something you can actually follow every day, a simple meal plan and grocery list you can use this week. Sample daily plan. Knowing the vitamins is powerful, but using them every day is what makes the difference. Here's how to fit them into a normal day without stress. Morning routine. Start your day with a boost of vitamin D and calcium. For breakfast, a bowl of fortified yogurt with a handful of berries and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds, magnesium and potassium. Drink. A small glass of fortified plant milk or regular milk to add calcium and B12.
Midday meal. Lunch. Grilled salmon or sardines on whole grain toast. Vitamin D, calcium, B6, and B12. Side. Spinach or kale salad drizzled with olive oil. For vitamin K for calcium absorption. Snack time. Snack. A banana or baked sweet potato for potassium. Perfect to prevent afternoon cramps. Bonus. A handful of almonds or walnuts for extra magnesium. Dinner. Dinner is stir-fried vegetables with tofu, calcium plus magnesium, and a small portion of beans or lentils for B6. Side. Roasted purple sweet potato or regular potato with skin for extra potassium. Evening ritual. Before bed, a warm cup of chamomile tea and a few gentle stretches, supporting magnesium's calming effect and helping muscles relax overnight. This isn't a diet, it's a rhythm. You can mix and match, swap salmon for eggs or switch spinach for collard greens. What matters most is that your legs get these 7 vitamins consistently. Which meal idea feels easiest for you to try first? Breakfast yogurt, banana snack, or leafy green salad? Comment below and let's help each other get started. Now that you have a plan, let's make shopping simple so you have everything ready in your kitchen without stress. Grocery lists and hacks. Practical setup for success. Strong legs start at the store. Here's a simple list you can keep on your fridge or phone so you never have to guess what to buy. Core grocery list. Vitamin D and calcium, salmon, sardines, fortified milk or plant milk, yogurt, cheese, eggs. Magnesium, spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, black beans, avocado. Potassium, bananas, sweet potatoes, oranges, beans, potatoes with skin. Vitamin K, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, broccoli, natto, and aged cheese. Vitamin B12, lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, or fortified cereals. Vitamin B6, salmon, chicken, tuna, chickpeas, potatoes, bananas. Hacks for busy days. Buy frozen spinach and berries. They're just as nutritious and save prep time. Keep canned salmon, sardines, or beans in the pantry for last-minute meals. Pre-wash and chop greens once a week so you can throw them into salads or soups in seconds. You don't have to buy everything organic. Focus on variety and consistency. Even affordable staples like oats, eggs, and potatoes can be powerful when used regularly. Small steps add up. Each time you stock your kitchen with these foods, you're building stronger legs and a more independent future. What's one item you'll add to your cart this week that you usually skip? Comment below, and it might give someone else an idea too. Of course, even with the right foods at home, many seniors struggle with doubts, taste preferences, fears about supplements, or thinking it's too late. So let's address those head-on. Overcoming objections and common excuses. It's normal to have doubts right now. Maybe you're thinking this is too complicated, too expensive, or that it won't work for you. Objection number 1. It's too late for me. Science says otherwise. Muscle strength can improve even in your 80s and 90s. Your body is always repairing. You just have to give it the right fuel. Objection number 2. I can't afford fancy foods. You don't need fancy foods. Canned salmon, beans, oats, potatoes, and eggs are some of the most affordable nutrient powerhouses you can buy. Objection number 3. I won't like the taste. You don't have to eat everything at once. Start with the foods you already enjoy. Add spinach to your omelet, swap one snack for a banana, or try yogurt with a drizzle of honey. Objection number 4. I can't take supplements safely. That's why testing matters. A simple blood test can show exactly what you need, so you can work with your doctor to take safe doses that fit your health plan. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Even one new habit this week can make a difference in how your legs feel next month. Janet, 81, was afraid to change anything. She started with one thing: adding yogurt with pumpkin seeds every morning. 2 months later, she said her knees no longer hurt when standing from her favorite chair. What's your biggest challenge? Budget, taste, or remembering to stay consistent? Comment below so we can help each other with real solutions. Now let's see why this plan is worth sticking with, because the science behind these vitamins is too strong to ignore. These aren't just opinions. Every vitamin we've talked about today is backed by decades of research showing how they protect muscles, bones, and nerves. Study highlights. The Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that seniors with healthy vitamin D levels had stronger muscles and 40% fewer falls. Harvard studies show that higher calcium and K2 intake significantly lowers fracture risk. Neurology research links vitamin B12 deficiency with balance problems and shows that supplementation can restore coordination. Clinical trials reveal magnesium supplementation reduces nighttime leg cramps by up to 50%. Potassium-rich diets are associated with stronger bones and lower blood pressure. Doctors around the world agree. Nutrition is the first line of defense against muscle loss, poor balance, and mobility decline after 60. This means your leg strength isn't just luck or genetics. It's something you can influence every day with what you put on your plate. This science is clear. When you give your body these 7 key nutrients, it starts repairing, rebuilding, and restoring your independence. Have you ever tried a vitamin or supplement and noticed a difference in your strength or energy? Comment yes or no. Your experience might help someone else take the first step. Now let's bring this back to real life, with inspiring examples of seniors who turned their leg health around by following this plan. Micro stories for inspiration. Social proof layer. These aren't just theories. Real seniors are already proving that these 7 vitamins can transform leg strength and independence. Story 1. The Comeback Walker. George, 73, had given up his morning walks after repeated falls. His doctor checked his vitamin D and B12. Both were low. After 3 months of supplementation and simple diet changes, George was back to walking a mile every morning, this time without fear.
Story 2. The Night Cramps Warrior. Linda, 69, had nightly leg cramps that made her dread going to bed. She added magnesium-rich pumpkin seeds and spinach to her meals, plus a small supplement at night. Within 2 weeks, her cramps nearly disappeared, and she started sleeping through the night again. Story 3. The Bone Saver. Harold, 77, had been warned he was at high risk for hip fracture. He started eating leafy greens daily, added K2, and walked 15 minutes a day. A year later, his bone scan showed improvement, and he said, "I feel like I got my legs back." Story 4. The Energy Restorer. Maria, 80, had felt her legs were too weak to climb stairs. Her doctor discovered a B6 deficiency. After restoring her levels with chickpeas and tuna, Maria said she could climb to her bedroom without stopping halfway. These stories prove it's not too late, no matter your age or starting point. When you nourish your body with the right nutrients, it rewards you with strength, balance, and confidence. Which of these stories do you relate to the most? The Walker, the Night Cramp Warrior, the Bone Saver, or the Energy Restorer? Comment below and share your own story if you've seen results from changing your diet or vitamins. You've seen how these vitamins work and how they've changed real lives. Now, let's make it personal and get you started today. Now, pause for a moment and think about your own legs. How do they feel right now? Strong and steady, or tired and heavy? Do you get cramps at night? Do your knees feel stiff when you stand up? Have you felt your balance getting worse over the last year? These are not just signs of aging. They are signals your body needs better fuel. Imagine being able to walk without fear, sleep through the night without cramps, and get up from a chair with ease. That future is still possible, and it can start today. Type one thing you'll change this week in the comments. Maybe adding spinach to your meals, taking a vitamin D test, or just spending 20 minutes in the sun. Your commitment might inspire someone else to start too. Your health is in your hands. No one can make this choice for you, but the next step is simple, and your legs will thank you for it. Let's bring everything we've learned together in one powerful message, so you know exactly what's at stake and what you stand to gain. Here's the most important thing to remember. Weak legs, cramps, and balance problems are not your destiny. They are your body's way of asking for help. You still have time to change the way your future looks. You can choose stronger steps, steadier balance, and more energy, starting today. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just one change this week, a banana a day, a handful of spinach, or 20 minutes in the sun can start rebuilding your strength. Your independence lives in your legs. Every step you take to nourish them is a step toward a better, freer life. Now, let's take this from inspiration to action, because the next step is the one that matters most. You've just taken an important step toward stronger legs, better balance, and a healthier future. Now, let's keep the momentum going. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. It tells YouTube this video matters and helps more seniors find it. Make sure you tap subscribe and turn on notifications. Every week we share simple, science-backed tips to keep your legs strong and your mind sharp so you never miss the next step. Leave a comment and tell us which vitamin you'll start focusing on first. Your story might inspire someone else who feels exactly like you right now. In our next video, we'll reveal a powerful nighttime habit, a simple drink that helps lower blood pressure naturally and improve circulation while you sleep. You won't want to miss it. Your legs are your independence. Nourish them, protect them, and let them carry you toward a future full of movement, energy, and freedom. This is your moment. Don't just watch, act. Your stronger, steadier tomorrow begins right now.